Oh yeah! And we are live. I think we're live. I hope we're live. I hope I have volume. I hope I figured a few things out this week. Hello. Welcome to DWIT Canada on this wonderful Sunday afternoon. Let me check my volume. I think we have some good volume. I think we're live. I think we have video. We have audio. We have our water. Holy crap. Who's ready to print on this thing tonight, finally? Who's ready? Who is ready to print? I know I'm ready to print. So we got to get going. So let's see who's on stream tonight, and let's say hello to a few people here. Is it live or is it Memorex? I remember that commercial. Okay, who is here first? We had Tuxedo, first like, look at that. Jimmy John is here. Hey, Jimmy John, I hope we do get live. Today is the day. I agree. Jerry, as always, thank you for being here, my man. Russ Gare is here. It's turtle time. Guy the Jedi's here. Pop away, pop away, pop away. I am print time. David Walton's here as well. Yes, sir. And Poti and Cliff D, Andy Visley. Everybody's popping in right now. They're popping in like hotcakes. Thunder Keys. You guys are all here to witness what we've finally been waiting for. What we've long been waiting for. Hopefully. Hopefully. Just listen mode for a minute, that's fine. Note, we have revamped the doc site. I know, you guys, they got a brand new doc site for this thing. I pulled it up and man, it's nice. It looks similar to this. Look at that, there's their new doc site. It's got all the documents that I've been working on. I discovered that today while I was playing with some stuff. I hope, I went and I did do some stuff off camera, because I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on not printing tonight. So, Ladybug 198331 is here. Hello, Ranch Kid is here. Hello, hello. Well, we got a few people here tonight. It looks like we have, so far, we have 25 concurrent viewers, which is awesome. Polymaker Draw is open, guys. So at the top of the chat, there's a link to the Polymaker Draw pin there. It's also linked in the description below, so go ahead and enter to win some Polymaker Filament. We'll be doing that draw in about an hour and a half or so, 7:30 p.m. Yes, the AFC software was updated this weekend. Do I do that update? I saw that update come up on my Clipper screen. Do I actually do that update, or is it going to crash everything I've done? Is it reliable. Hey, Raj D, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Still waiting on AliExpress. I understand that, Jerry. That can be frustrating sometimes where waiting. So let me, yeah, so if I go look, I saw some updates. I'm gun shy about certain updates, but I saw right here, it was right at the top, AFC Clipper add-on update right there. Do I do it? If you do it, you need to SSH in and rerun the install script. Okay, I think for now, if I can print without that update, I think based on the fact that I've been making everybody wait this long, we're going to go ahead and try and print without the update, and then after we get printing, we'll do the update. Does that sound fair? I hope so. I hope so. Hopefully it'll work. I'm not going to do any of the updates. I have an AFC Clipper add-on, I have a Clipper update, I have a Moonraker update, a Sonar update, and a system upgrade. I don't want to touch those. Things are working right now. I don't want things not to be working. And Jimmy John says, that's fine, I can do it without the update for now. Good. Because I don't want to mess anything up tonight. Tonight I want to push plastic. So, okay. Where we're at, we have enough people in now, so don't forget again, enter the Polymaker draw. We're going to be giving away some Polymaker at 6:30 Mountain Standard Time, which is about another hour and a half from now, a little over an hour. Where we left off, let me just go back to the display screen here. So here is our, of course, our Clipper window. Now, where we left off was at this point here. Actually, not really. Slicer configuration is where we kind of left off. Beautiful documentation here on the Armored Turtle documentation website, which is armoredturtle.xyz. We have some great documentation that they have put over here as far as starting up and setting up. It's awesome. They've done a great job on this. Ladybug, $2. Thank you so much for the super chat, Ladybug. I appreciate that. I cannot show that on screen because I'm on a different software, but thank you so much. I appreciate that, $2. Let's print. I agree. Okay, let's go through. We have a little bit more setup to do, but it should be good. So let's see. I'm keeping up with chat as best I can. There we go. Anybody else join recently? 3D Medic Vince is here. Yes. Hello, hello. Russ Gare says he got his stickers. Oh, good. I haven't got the stickers yet, Jerry, but I'm waiting. But something coming to Canada is going to take, what are we, 130% tariff? No, it's going to take 130% longer than it is to get to the U.S. So we'll see. Okay, so because we've gone ahead and tested all the lanes. I've gone ahead and tested all the lanes on here off stream. I'm still having a tiny issue with lane 1 rewinding. I'm not letting that stop me though. I did take apart. I completely took apart the feeding system on lane 1. I took it like apart. I rebuilt it, made sure everything was right. I'm not exactly 100% the way it should. All the other lanes are. So I'm not letting that stop me tonight. If I have to, I'll just stick my finger up here and give it a little bit of an assist. I will troubleshoot that as I go along, but I want to get this thing printing. Richard McLean from Las Vegas, hello, and Jeff Thurston is here, hello, hello. Okay, so where we had left off, if we go prior to this, we would have been in the calibration stage, okay? So we've done the calibration stage as far as the first tool head load, etc., etc. We've loaded the filament for T0. We changed from T0 to lane 2 by going T1, and we repeated the process for T4 and T3 and T4. Sorry, T2 and T3. I can walk through and show you guys that if you like, but you're going to see that process as we go ahead and print the serial script, the serial print. So the tool head problem I ran into last week, I think I rebuilt the lane and I think it was just not pulling back enough or something, but it's not happening anymore. It's done. It's working fine now, and it worked fine for every lane. So I don't know what I did to fix it, maybe taking it apart, rebuilding it. I did extend the retract a little bit more as we had talked about, and it seems to be working fine now when I did the test leg. But hey, it's going to, watch it mess me up tonight. No, I'm not going to jinx myself. It's not going to mess me up tonight. So, but as far as I'm concerned, we're ready to go. So Okay, so we are on here. So we've done this part. I have done these tests off screen, but you're going to see them go ahead, and these tests will all be sort of visible that I've done them when we go ahead and do a multicolor print tonight. But what I'll do is when I heat up the printer, I will actually do a test on that lane 1 to make sure it is behaving. So, but we do need to configure the slicer right now. So I've gone in and done this, but I'm going to show you what I did. And it's a very simple slicer setting, so I am using the latest version of Orca Slicer. The version of Orca Slicer I am using is, let's see, I am using version, or let's see if I can pull this window over here, and if you guys can see this. Oh, that is freaky. What the heck happened there? Oh, I pulled the wrong window over. That's why. Okay, hang on. That was freaky. I pulled the OBS window over. Ooh, that was weird. Where's my Orca Slicer window? Woo! Okay. There. If I pull the right window over, that helps. This messes up when it goes over to my other screen for some reason. Anyways, that is the print we're going to be printing. That is the serial print. I believe this is the print I need to print in order to get my serial number. I guess there's a serial number for the turtle. So that's the print we're going to be printing. Okay. So the changes we had to do, we had to go in. So actually, let me just go ahead and show you in the Orca Slicer where I went. So we're set for the Voron. It should be the 300 0.4 nozzle, and we're going to save those changes. Yeah, we're going to save, because I might have done something. Then we're going to transfer the settings. There we go. So we're on the Voron 300. We've got 4 colors selected because we added the spools, because we do have 4 lanes and we have 4 colors available. Okay, now in here, for the setup of the printer, now this is going to really give me a hassle, isn't it? Yeah, sorry. This thing goes off the top of my screen and I cannot get that to pull down. I'm having an issue with my monitors when this goes on a different screen. So what I'm going to do is oh, there it is. It just got it. There we go. So first thing we do according to the instructions is we go under the multi-material. We have a single extruder multi-material, purge and prime tower, and everything else basically stays as it was. Okay, so if I come back in here, so multi-material, we have a single extruder multi-material, 1 extruder, purge and prime tower, enable filament ramming. I believe that was supposed to be turned off. Enable filament ramming is going to be turned off. Okay, this won't take long. Okay, and I believe everything else, cooling tube position, blah, blah, those are all zeros, single extruder multi-material parameters. We do have this single, so we're going to be 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So those are all zeros, okay? There we go. Next thing, disable ramming. We did, yeah, we're disabling ramming, okay. There's about a 10-second lag in the stream here, so just so you know, 10 or 15-second lag. I still haven't been able to figure that out, but we'll get through it. Okay, that's the multi-material. Then we go on next, extruder 1 setting, reduce retraction while switching material length from the default of 2 to 0. Also an extruder 1 setting, which is extruder 1 setting. So we go into here, so we're going to reduce it from the default of 2 to 0. So we go extruder 1, and that is down at the bottom. Retraction when switching material length is 2. Okay, so we did fix that up. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Now, adding additional filaments extruders. Okay, so we increase the number of filaments to match your Boxturtle's lane count, which we've done. Okay, that is right. If we close this window here now, that is right there. We've got 4 lanes for the Boxturtle. I just haven't identified the filaments in them yet. Your column seems a bit low. My column. Which column? Which column? What are we looking at? Hello, Betty Boop 45. So we had that looked fine. And in extruder 1, we have our standard settings in here. Okay. From 2 to 0. Is that say to change it from 2 to 0? Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right. Change the default of 2 to 0. Oh, you're right. I had done all this, but I think I did it under the wrong printer profile before, so you're correct. You are correct. I am incorrect. Okay. Volume is a bit low. Okay, let me see if that helps at all right there. Hopefully that helps a little bit. Let me know. Let me know if that helps. I think that's, I don't want to be over modulated. I still haven't got the sound quite figured out when streaming directly from OBS. So, okay, we changed it from 2 to 0. We've added the additional filament lanes. Now we need to update the machine G-code settings. Okay, so set the machine start G-code appropriately for your printer, adding the tool equals initial tool to your print start macro. Okay, I have played with the print start macro. Now this is where I got a little bit confused, but I think I've got everything in here I need. But let's just go ahead and I'm going to show you the G-code macro I have right here. Okay, so if I go into here and I go to my G-code macro, I did update the G-code macro based on a couple things. So let me show you this first, what I based it on. Okay, so okay, hang on. Change it. We're not using Prusa Slicer. We're not using Pre-Orca Slicer 2.2. Just give me just a second up here. Material settings, multi-material, we're going to work on that. What I did, I'm just working on the G-code right now. There is a link here that talks about the G-code, and I think it's up. Where is the G? Oh no, I think it's in the next screen. I think it's in the next screen. Okay, it is. Maybe move your mic higher. Let me try that. Let me try that. Sorry, guys. Is that a little bit better right there? Hopefully. I don't want to overmodulate by bringing this too loud, but I think that's almost as loud as I can go on the mic. I have to work on that. For some reason, OBS is not letting me get out a whole lot of volume. So, okay, I've moved the mic up a little higher. Actually, I think I can go a little bit higher without getting too bad. So we'll try right there. Let's see how that works. That's much closer to my mouth right now. Okay, so, okay, let's just go in the order that I went in. So machine start G-code appropriately for your printer, adding the tool equals initial tool to your print start macro. Okay, so I've worked on the macro. So print start G-code. Here's where we're going to go in to here. We're going to go into here and machine G-code. So we have our print start G-code, which is right here. Now this is the initial G-code I believe that was in there, and for some reason I thought I had changed this. Again, I think I changed it on the wrong size Voron, so I think that's what happened. Okay, so going in here, okay, so we are going print start extruder nozzle temperature. So this is our started. This is to go in our starting G-code, and then change filament G-code to the below value. Remove any. So we're going to add this to our print start G-code. So we'll copy that. I'm going to get rid of all of this because we have a print start macro that's going to happen as well. You heard the audio fine. Okay, that's better. Some people are saying that's okay. So we'll paste this in. Okay, and then we're going to go back, and then it says set the change filament G-code to the below value, remove any other custom code here, example extruder moves. So we're going to copy this code. We're going to go into the change filament code, which is down here, right here, change filament G-code in here, and we're going to paste that in. Okay, that's the change filament G-code. And we're going to go back. Okay, changes with using Prusa Slicer. I'm not using Prusa Slicer at this moment. I may down the road, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Right now we're using Orca. Okay, And additional slicer configuration pre-Orca Slicer 2.2. We don't have to worry about that because I do have the latest version of Orca, which is 2.30, I believe. But it is the latest version of Orca. Okay, so we're not worrying about that. We're not worrying about ramming settings. Okay, and this page was helpful, and I did say yes, the page was helpful. Now we move on to the print start macro. Okay, and now, please note this is just an example macro to show how to incorporate the initial tool into your print start macro, which is fine. I did go ahead. Please adjust to match your printer setup. A good starting point for a print start macro is John Tech 2's A Better Print Start Macro. So we did go to that, and this is John Tech 2's A Better, right here, A Better Print Start Macro, which I did use, okay? I took it for the Voron, for the V24/Trident macro, okay? I basically copied his whole thing here, and then I went through because he gives specific instructions on what to uncomment. There's 5 lines to uncomment that you're going to uncomment for everything for the most part. And then you're going to read through, here's your G-code macro print start. Now that I did replace with the G-code macro print start from here, okay? Because this talks about the initial tool parameters right here, okay? The initial tool being 0. There are next section buttons at the bottom. Next, oh, is there? Oh, so if I go to slicer config, like here, there's a next section. Let's go to the bottom. Oh, right there. Oh, I didn't even look in the black. My bad. Okay, so just go to next section right there. Okay, perfect. I missed that because it was down in the black area. I would have looked down where the little red and green turtles were. So good to point out. Okay, so I used a combination of this print start macro by John Tech 2. Okay, as I say, I used his, except I did replace this portion here, the G-code macro print start portion, with this. And then I use the rest of his to follow down. So if we look at my print start macro, here's where we have it. I don't think I need this portion up here anymore because that comes down and below. So I'm going to uncomment this stuff. I'm going to comment this stuff out right now for now. And I'm going to comment this portion out right here because that'll give me an error. Okay, so here is my G-code print start macro. Let me move my picture out of the way here so it's not in the way. Okay. I have an open pull request which shows the necessary changes to his macro. Oh, you do? Okay. Well, I went through, I used this portion up here. Okay, I got that portion up there from the Boxturtle instructions macro up here. I believe I went right down through here, I believe. Let's just see. There to, oh, maybe I didn't get the last 2 lines in. Maybe I do need to. I'm going to look at that. So I got that part. Maybe I need to load this whole thing. Hang on a minute. M109, set wait for temperature extruder. Yeah, I'm trying, because I'm kind of combining them. But maybe I do need to add, because I only added right up to there. Maybe I do need to add a little bit further. Oh no, because we have quad gantry leveling and everything there. Okay, actually I think I just need to put these portions in here. Let's just check. Because then we have status homing, G28, G90, and then uncomment for bed mesh. So then we're going to do a bed mesh clear. This is coming from the other macro now. Okay, then we've got our temperature checks. We have our go to the center of the bed, set target temperature for the bed. We have our display settings here, display info and display, set LEDs to heating mode, etc. We have all these. Take a look at PR. More for the others than you. Take a look at PR. So I'm looking at Thunder keys. Take a look at the PR. Is that in here? Where am I looking at the PR? Yeah, and because if you're modifying the existing macro, add the following print start macro just to the top of the print start macro, just under G code, which is what I did. I think, and click Files Change. Pull request. And click File. Where do I find the pull request? I'm not familiar with that. When you say PR, the pull request, is that in GitHub? On John Tech's GitHub. Oh, okay. Look on his GitHub, and there's a pull request somewhere here. Let's see. Where do I find the pull request? Changelog, credits, feedback. Okay, I'm just looking. Sorry, I know it's probably obvious where to find it, but I'm not sure where to find the pull request on here. Pull requests right here. Additional AFC support to print start macro. Ah, okay, this one. Ah, there you are. Okay. Add support for AFC tool changing print start macro. This would simply set up instructions for some users less familiar with the modifying the macros. We already pointed users to your macro. Oh, okay, so it's not done yet, or is it? He's committed to doing it, but I don't see that that's been done yet. Is that correct? Or files changed? Let's see. Maybe this is it. Let's see, is this it? Yeah, it looks like, no. Oh, maybe this is the new pull request. So this is perhaps what I could do. Is this where I can go in and copy and use this? Okay. Okay, so this could be my entire start macro. Is that correct? Can I basically just take this, hang on a second here, G-code print start macro right here. So I can take this, right to here, and I can bring this in. Is that correct? Or should I just do it a section at a time? This shows you want to add or change. Oh, okay. Okay, so I've added these portions here. I don't have a beacon contact. I don't have a beacon contact. Uncommon if using AFC, which I am. Okay, so what I'll do is, let's just see, because I want to keep a bunch of the stuff in here. Okay, I see. So this is just a few different options. So I believe I've already got this section in here, but let's just see. Click the Thunder Keys link above. Click the Thunder Keys link above. No, but click the Thunder Keys link above. Give me 1 second to find that. I am just Thunder Keys link right here. Aha. Ah, okay. Okay, and okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, quad gantry leveling, uncomment for AFC 2 of 2. Okay, well, let's just go through this. This is your link right here, which is fine. And this is on yours. So let's go ahead and take this one. Let's just do this till we get it right. Yeah. Let's take this one. Let's copy this all down, 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 right to here. Okay, and we're going to copy And we're going to go in here, into here. And we're just going to basically redo what I did, but at least this way I know it's going to be correct. Except we do want to, and right to here, and we're going to paste that in. There we go. Okay, so we've got Thunder keys start here. Okay, so this all top part stays uncommon for beacon contact. We do not have a beacon contact probe yet. I've got to look into that. Okay, our status homing is good. Uncomment for bed mesh. Now we do want to uncomment this to do the bed mesh. Okay, so we're going to clear the bed mesh. Check if the bed temperature is higher. We're good. This is good here. Uncomment if you have a Nevermore, which I don't have a Nevermore hooked up right there. There is a copy button. Yeah, okay. I know. This is good. Okay, we have our heat hot end to 150. This is good. Uncomment for beacon contact. We don't have a beacon contact. Uncomment for Trident Z tilt adjust. We don't have that. I'm just going to get rid of that whole section for now, because we're not using the Trident, but we are using the 2.4 quad gantry level, so we'll go for all that, and we'll uncomment all that for quad gantry level. Okay, uncomment for bed mesh 2 of 2, which we do want to uncomment, because we do want to do the bed mesh. Again, we don't have a beacon contact probe yet at the moment. I am looking into doing the beacon contact probe because it looks pretty cool. I don't know if it's more accurate than the actual beacon I'm using now, but whatever. Uncomment if using AFC. Yes, we are. So we're going to uncomment that. That's 2 of 2. I did not see 1 of 2 for AFC. Let's look up. Uncomment for bed mesh. Where is 1 of 2 for uncomment for AFC? 1 of 2 for that. 2 of 4. 3 of 4. 4 of 4. Huh, I didn't see a 1 of 2 to uncomment if using AFC. So that may be in the top, may have been included in the top part here. Oh, right here. Oh, 1 of 2 right here. Oh no, that would have been it right here, but it was already uncommented. Uncomment for 1 of 2 AFC. Okay. All beacons can do contact. That's what I figure. I think it's just a firmware update or something like that on that. So, but I haven't played with it yet. But is contact more accurate than the scanning probe? The contact's going to take longer, obviously, because it's got to stop and contact the bed. Anyways, let's move on here. Right here, get ready to print by doing. So there's our print ready, and that's it. That's it for the print start right there. And then I should have then, so that should be good for the print start. Okay. I don't think I missed anything because we're not using a beacon contact at the moment. Okay. Our print end macro should be fine. And so let's save this. Apparently I don't have to restart for that. I don't know if I do, but we'll find out. So we'll save that. And then if I go over again here to my G code, we've got our change filament G code, and then we have our start G code, and there should be something in here. Yeah, print start extruder. There should be something in here where it tells it to go to there should be something here referencing it to the start macro, and I think I'm missing something in here for the start macro. So let me just go back here really quick and see if I missed putting something in there. Slicer config. No, that's going to be under the print start macro. So I do want print start. This is the part I'm waiting for right here. Okay, let's just see. That's the change filament. So this here, I need this portion right here, which I didn't put in there yet. So that can go, or was that in there? Print start. Oh, it was in there. I did put that in there. Okay, so it is in there. I think everything's okay. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Because that's the same thing that I was just going to put back in, and I've already put it in there. Print starting extrusion and nozzle temperature layer. So I think we're okay. I think we're ready to almost start rolling here. All I need to do is tell it what I'm putting in here. So this is going to be Polylite. These are all Polylite PLAs. Why do I not have Polylite PLA in here? Polylite Dual PLA, Polyterra PLA. I'm just going to use Polyterra. It's going to be the same settings for the most part, and I'll get some Polylite in here after. I thought I had Polylite in here. I was sure I had Polylite in here. But let's just see if I add. Is it going to be easy to find the Polylite filament? It's not opening up. Okay, well, let's do this. Lane 1 is, oops, wrong one. I think I've just crashed my system. Come on, think. What did I do? I've got a spinning wheel of death happening. Oh, there we are. There we are. That just took a second to do. I want to find the Polylite PLA because I thought I had that in for sure. Polylite ASA, Polylite PLA. I do have Polylite PLA listed in there. Huh. So, color. PLA Polymaker. My color that I have in here is green. Pick all. It always does that every time you go to add filament. Yeah, it's a bug. Okay. So we have green in here. It's kind of a lighter green. Let's just pick this green. Okay, and then we're going to be okay for that. And number two, lane 2, we have blue. It's like a Polymaker teal blue, which I don't really see here. So I'm just going to pick a blue out of the blue here for now. It doesn't matter. I'm not overly concerned about the accuracy of the color I'm picking right now. Lane 3, I've got blue, a darker blue in. So we've got a nice dark blue in lane 3. And lane 4, I've got orange. I have orange. Let's pick orange right there. And these are the colors I'm going to go with, regardless of the colors that are showing up on the turtle. So if I go ahead and resync, is it that one? Oh no, I'm not going to get into the major big deep slicer settings at the moment, but I think how do I reset my filament so that this picture resets its colors? Aha. Because we have 4 colors in this. We have the blue, the red, the white, and the green. Or no, I'm only showing 3 colors. Oh, red, green, white. Where's the 4th color? Should be a 4th color in there. Oh man, guys. I promise we're going to get to printing shortly here. I promise. Timor is here. Definitely here. And who else did I miss that popped in while I was so focused on this? It doesn't matter. If I say hi, if I didn't say hi to you, my bad. Jose is here. I didn't see Jose. Okay. Why is it showing orange for all my colors? Because it's showing a default color. What the heck? I'm not used to. Why are all my colors showing as orange? Why? Oh, okay, here we go. I picked the color in the wrong spot. Dang. No, it's still showing as orange. What the heck is going on here? Sorry, I'm having a brain fart here, I think, because I'm having a brain fart. Go to Objects. This friggin' monitor doesn't let me do anything. Doesn't let me, I can't expand this window. I can't make it bigger. When I drag it over onto this monitor, it screws me up. Unless it's set as the default monitor, which it's not. Okay, the body I want to be green. The shell, red is fine, but I don't have red loaded. Damn, well, why is it not letting me select the colors I'm loading here? What the heck is going on here? If I edit that color, it should be a blue. And it's a blue. But it changes them all. What the heck? It's my default color. Not letting this slow me down. I'm going to figure this out. Damn it. Because I'm editing that filament. I'm editing that filament color. I want it to be green. That's fine. It's changing them all to green though. What the heck is going on? Is it just because I'm on this screen? Hang on a second. If I go back to this screen. No, it's not just because I'm on this monitor. I should be able to, let me go to device. Let me go to preview. No, it's nothing to do with the device. It's under the prepare. I cannot, this is annoying me. This is annoying me, people. I know how to do a multicolor print, and I'm used to using bamboo slicer. This should be no more or less difficult. Only the number color matters. That doesn't matter, only the color. Click the filament number to change that color. I did! I can click number 3. I can change it to the blue that it is, which is there. Click OK. I guess this doesn't matter at all. It's what I'm seeing on the outside. Okay, well, if it's what I'm seeing on the outside, that's fine. Number 2 is going to be a teal. Fair enough. And then number 4 is going to be orange, if this is all I have to do. I just figured the proper colors were going to show up where it's showing up green, but I guess that's telling me it's a default color. Anyways, fair enough. Looks like we have our dark blue, our orange, our green. Okay, I think we're doing okay now. This just confused me because I'm just not used to seeing the color beside it like this when I'm using the other slicers. That's fine. Okay, and the model changed. There we go. So let's go ahead and slice the plate. And it's going to take a whopping, oh man, this window just screws me up again. When I'm on this monitor, it frigs things right up. 16 minutes and 24 seconds. I am going to upload the file just so I can make sure it's there. I'm going to get rid of this off this monitor right now because it's confusing the crap out of me. It looks a hell of a lot different and more organized when I bring it over to my other main monitor. So, oh yeah, it's a whole lot better looking over there. Okay. I think I'm just a bit nervous here too. I think I'm just like nervous to get this started. So let's go ahead and drum roll. Yeah, drum roll, of course. Let's go into here. It should be, it is right there. Okay, and let's start job. Let's see what happens. Okay. We are starting. Let's see what happens. Okay, we are going to roll with it. Let me get this just a little out of the way here. So it's doing its quad gantry leveling, which it should be doing in the start macro, not even close to the on that estimate. Really? What should it be? The estimate says it was what, 16 minutes? Come on, first layer. Yeah. Well, I hope I got my Z offset set correct. I'm pretty sure I do, but who knows with me? Who knows where I'm at? Yeah, this estimates 16 minutes, 24 seconds. So, yeah. Did you ever dabble with Enraged Rabbit Carrot Feeder? I did not. No, I haven't. I have not touched that. So, not yet. Mm-hmm. Let me see something. If I do that, that, and that. Why is that frozen? Huh. I was going to switch to a camera here and show you guys something different, but it seems to be frozen. Oh, okay. Interesting. I had trouble with Z offset on mine, but once it was cleared, everything went smoothly. Okay, cool. Well, I'd set the Z offset from earlier, so, well, from prior use, and it should be fine. If not, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Okay, our quad gantry leveling's done. I'm going to try and give you a better view of this whole thing, whole process. Here we go. That might work. Let's see. So it looks like right now we are too many retries. Oh, okay. Too many retries on the gantry. Let's clear it. We're going to do it again. I think my gantry was way off from doing all the work on the printer. Just called wife on phone. She got mad. She got mad at me because she is watching you. What? Well, I am that important, Jerry. Like, come on, what do you expect? Okay, let's go back to this thing here. But there, how's this view? Let's see if I switch to try this one, the studio cam view. That way you get a view of everything happening. You can even see what's going to be happening up here. And I'm just over off to the side here. Yeah, how's the volume on the mic now? You had set it to before you started calibrating the BT, but for some reason it was off by a lot. Oh, really? Okay. Well, if it's off by a lot here, I will. I'll stop it. It's a quick process to calibrate the Z offset on this, anyways. And I guess that's the advantage of having the beacon touch as opposed to the probing, because the touch is going to do an automatic Z offset calibration for you, versus this, which I have to actually manually set the Z offset calibration. Sounds great. Good. I'm maxing out in the red on my A10 Mini, but I'm not even hitting the red or yellow on my OBS. So as long as it sounds good, that's all that matters. So we're going to see what happens. I'm going to position this camera, get this ready for when it starts printing so that we can see, whereas this camera is going to be able to show us pulling filament from up above, ideally. Could use some more volume. Huh. It's off by a lot. You can see it. Well, that's not my Z offset right there. I can stick my finger under that. Okay, here we go. We're going to load. We got blue. We got a blue light here. So it looks like it's getting ready to load the lane 1. I hope. No, so we have an error. It says, we got an error. It says, here, let me move that ugly shot out of the way there for you. It says, lane filament did not trigger hub sensor. Check filament path. Once issue is resolved, please manually load the lane 1 with TO macro and click resume to continue printing. Okay, so load lane 1 with TO macro, which is the macro, which is the one right over, where's my right here. This is what it wants me to do once I check the lane. So let's go ahead and check the lane. Okay, and we'll come back to this camera over here. There we go. So I'm going to get up and check and see what's going on with the lane. Oh, the film, it's just really not loaded. Interesting. So we'll load it. And it's not loading. What is going on? Oh, it doesn't want to, hang on. It's not doing anything. Check for broken filament. Okay, let me back it up. Eject. Let me get my, where's my step stool? So I can get up there and look. I'm all ready to print. You couldn't just cooperate, could you? Okay, nothing coming out. Okay. Now it's in a constant cycle. How do I get it to stop? Eject all lines and put the turtle on its side. Yeah, I can't get it to stop now. It's trying to eject lane 1 over and over and over and over. Is there something I can put in there to make it stop? Pause, BT resume, BT prep, AFC kick, AFC cut, AFC poop. It will eventually give up. Will it eventually? No, E-stop at this point. Emergency stop or E-stop? Reboot. Ah. Okay. Okay, we'll reboot. No problem. No problem. Okay, we'll check when it starts up, see if we have a... It's all right. Don't have to reboot the whole printer. Oh, really? Okay. Ah, it's done, it's done. What's done is done. I just did a proper shutdown and restart. It starts up pretty quick. Should add some sort of timeout to that. Yeah, probably, as opposed to rebooting. Maybe it's trying so many cycles and then it times out. Oh, don't be sorry. It's no big deal. Let's see. Yeah, there's probably something jammed in here. Okay, so we'll unload all the lanes. Start it up again. We'll unload. Lane eject. Tool unload. No, we want to eject the lanes, right? So we want to take number 2 out. Okay. We're going to get printing today, guys. Don't worry. I don't care if I have to stream till midnight. We're going to be printing. We'll get lane 3 out. There we go. And we'll turn it on its side. I'll have a look and see. We obviously got a piece of filament jammed in there. Not 1. Yeah, 2, 3, and 4 is what I'm doing. And 4. There we go. And we're out. Okay. Whoops, I dropped the piece. Oh, where'd my, there it is. I gotta glue these on. Oh, I just dropped it on the floor. Frig. My filament broke too, but oh, I gotta glue these little things on because these little, they I just dropped it again. Frig. Okay, let's have a look. Find out where that jam is. Okay. Put this little guy back on. This one's good. That one's good. Just check and make sure. And so there's definitely something going on in there. Turn it. I haven't bolted it down, fortunately, so we'll turn it on its side and see what's going on. I don't see filament in there. What the heck? I do not see any filament in there, but let's just pull this tube off and see. Turtle is high maintenance. Not, shouldn't be. Okay, come on, get on. I don't want this to fall right over. Here we go. Oh, there is filament in there. There we go. Aha! Found it. Okay. There is filament in there. Now let's see. I just couldn't see it through the PTFE tube. And get back in the groove. Glad I didn't tighten them on. Let's see now. There we go. One's good to go now. Okay. Let's reload these things up. I think I had green in lane 1. I don't care about colors right now. I just want to get a print going. Okay. There we go. Okay, we got a green light on green, and I think I had this in lane 2. Reading the turtle is high maintenance. No, there we go. Okay, green, blue in lane 2. I think it's high maintenance because of me. There we go. And we had blue in lane 3. Well, that was easy to clear anyways. It's just, it's my own fault that I had a filament break because it's probably, oh, come on, this piece is a little fussy. Okay, come on. There we go. Okay, orange in lane 4. Show me a turtle that's not high maintenance, though. Oh, didn't quite wait long enough, I don't think. There we go, okay. Does a little timeout thing there. There we go. And orange in lane 4. Okay. We have 4 green lights now. Yay. So it said, make sure filament is not going to unload. Then we have to use the T0 to manually load the lane now. Let's just see where that error came up, and it said, what's beyond that? Hang on a minute here. And try loading again. No, I think I just got to start the print again. It looks like the whole print was canceled. Okay, we'll just restart the print. There we go. Okay, we're going to restart the print now that all the lanes are loaded. Okay, let's do it again. Yes, it is. Yeah, I need to restart the print since I rebooted. Otherwise, I could have just, if I didn't reboot, I could have unloaded, cleared that, done a manual load with T0, and then hit resume basically and start again, and it would start. But yeah, I went the long way because of a little piece of filament like this stuck in there. And yes, as Tuxedo said, to clear a filament jam from a AMS, forget it. You got to take those 2 screws out, lift that whole thing off to access your PTFE tubes. This was much quicker. I have had to clear a couple jams out of AMSs. Like that smash button, well, smash that like button, as Jerry says, guys, and thank you. So here we go. We're going to work. This is going to work. Let me turn the light on here. I don't know if the case light will go on until it's heated up, because it does things in sequence, right? So case light should come on in a minute. No, you went the long way because of you. Ah, no. I just heard emergency stop, and I thought, well, I'll just say shut down, reboot, blah, blah, blah. It's not a big deal. We're going to push, we're going to get print out of this. I don't care if I don't care if I have to. No, I'm not going to go there. We're going to get a print out of this. We've done everything we need to do. Okay. Unknown command status heating. Unknown command status homing. What's it doing now? Why did it do? I'm having my bed is heating up right now. Oh, I think it's waiting for the bed to heat up. It should be doing its quad gantry leveling though. What's going on? Don't listen to you, listen to Thunder Keys and Jimmy. Ah. Oh, I'm getting unknown command status heating, unknown command status homing, etc. because I don't have the LED macros set up. That's why I'm getting it, because it's trying to say, okay, change the LED status to homing, heating, etc. And so I don't have those macros set, so which is why I'm getting those unknown. Why I'm getting those you see on the right there, status heating, status homing, and exclude object define. I don't have any of that set up, so it's basically defaulting or giving me an error based on those things that are not there. So that's what's going on. Yeah, exactly. I can ignore those errors, or I can actually put some LEDs in here. I do have an LED in the logo. So okay, why are we not going? Beds to temperature. We are not doing anything. Why? Something's going on here. Okay, I'm going to no, the hot end's not changing at all. Something goofed up here, so I'm just gonna give it a little bit of a reset. Something is screwing up. Okay. Okay, let's try this one more time. Aha, because I'm getting an MCU error. Oh, sorry. Now I've got a MCU error happening for some reason, so I'm going to restart. Firmware restart. There we go. Here we go. Now we're good. Okay, so we'll restart this print again now. Okay. And you can actually see, if I back this up, you can kind of see in the little window there what's going on while this is, you can see the status is going here. So now, All we're doing here is heating the bed, but our hot end's not heating up. It is not doing what it did before. Something funky going on here. Bed heats first, okay. Okay, I guess the bed's got to heat and settle. We'll see what happens here. Patience. I don't have patience. Are you crazy? I've been waiting for 3-4 weeks to get this thing printing. Okay, we're at temperature for the bed. Patience. I am going to have patience. I'm going to take Thunder Key's advice and have patience. Patience, Danielson. Patience. I know. Wax on, wax off. Okay, come on. I want to see that hot end heat up. The bed is pretty much settled. It has to stabilize. Okay. Hi. It's going to work. It's going to work. Hey, questionable choices. It's going to work. It's going to work. I have the utmost confidence in me. I feel like I need some okay, now it's 0.2, 0.1. There we go. Come on, 55 on the nozzle. There we go, 55.0. What is going on? Why is it not going? It went further than this before. Something's not working. I know, I have to have patience. Looks like we have a pretty stable temperature. Oh, well, we're 0.1 above. Wait for it, he says. Wait for it. Wait. This must be part of that, the macro, that it wants it to settle the temperature perfectly before it starts. Wait. Come on, 0.1 degrees. Come on. 0.2 now. What's going on? I'm waiting. Okay. Oh, so there's a temperature wait command in the macro. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking I would remove that. Like it's fluctuating within 0.1 degree up and down. It should be saying, okay, well that's good enough. It should be. Come on. 3 hours. Yeah, right, David? That's why I'm leaving it on screen so you guys can witness what's going on. Well, I guess I won't be building a Boxturtle. No, don't go by me, questionable choices. Don't go by me. I think there's... It doesn't want to do anything right now. We'll give it a moment here and see. Sure. Okay. I trust you guys. I trust you guys. We're waiting. We're waiting patiently. Here, let's put that back down. I don't want to scare you all away. No, there is no reason to wait for the bed like this. There shouldn't be. It's pretty much settled at the proper temperature. It's to do with the yeah, it's exactly as Thunder Key says, Jason. It's in the macro. It's built into the macro, so it's going to ignore anything else. But maybe I need to take it out of the macro. Yeah, that's yeah, let's do something here. Oh, hang on. There goes the hot end. Okay, just as you said that. Hang on. Just as you said that, the hot end went on. Yeah, we'll have to fix that though, but I'm going to let it go right now because the hot end did come on. Soak for 5 minutes under file name. Really? Huh. Oh, okay. Now we got a movement. Now we got movement. Okay, good. We got movement now that it's heated up. Okay. Let me turn the light on the case. Light probably won't come on until after it does its quad gantry level. Right, Jerry? that was hard to sit through. That was really hard to sit through. Okay, so quad gantry shouldn't take long. Once more around, it usually goes around a few times for quad gantry. You never print PLA on your Vorons. Okay. Oh, thank you. I'm the most patient person you'll know sometimes. I can be very patient when I need to be. That should be at quad gantry level. No, another one around. Okay. Tends to do a lot of quad gantry like more times around, and I wonder if I need to tension my belts or something, but I'm being patient with it. I may get a quad gantry failure here. You never know. Let's just see. Although this looks like it's gonna work based on the numbers I'm seeing. No, we're still 0.04 tolerance, and we need to get within 0.007. It's a James Bond tolerance, right? It's got to get within 007. Come on, no, still not? You're going to time out on me here. Usually if it times out, I do it again and it happens right away. But I don't want to wait that 5 minutes again if this thing times out. Come on. 197, 196, 196. This should be it. No, too many retries. Damn! Oh, I don't want it to do that 5 minute soak again though. I have to restart it. Let's fix the macro. Yeah, let's fix the macro. Dang. Okay. Because I don't want to wait 5 minutes every time, especially if I have too many tries on my quad gantry level. So if I go into machine, go to printer, we'll take the shortcut down here to get to the macro. So in the macro, I'm going to assume it's something to do with soak for 5, right here, set display text, soak for 5 minutes. So we want to change this somehow, right? I do have a beacon, yes. But it's not a touch beacon. There's a beacon on there, but it's not a touch beacon. So what do I want to get here? What do I want to get rid of here for soaking the bed? I don't want to wait. Wait 5 minutes for bed temp to stabilize. Right here. Comment, just delete the 2 lines or comment them out. Okay, so let's go ahead and just comment those out. And we'll save and restart, which I don't know if I had to save and restart, but I'm doing it anyways. Okay. All beacons are touch, but let me share something with you. Okay, yeah. I know I can turn it into a touch beacon just by adding some different code. So let's go ahead and do this again. Let's start print. The quad gantry leveling will go faster this time because it always does the second time. But I see what you said there, Pulte. See what happens here. So now, here, we'll show you on the screen here. We'll give you guys the update here. So we're going to watch the temperature. We'll watch the temperature here, and it should not wait 5 minutes to stabilize. There we go. It got to temperature and right away nozzle, so we're good. Okay. So we got to temperature. We didn't wait the 5-minute soak time. Whew! I mean, I'm okay even changing that down to 1 minute to stabilize for soak time. That's okay, but printing PLA, again, you're not really critical if your bed hasn't soaked for that long. So, yeah. Quad gantry level horizontal move. Let's see what this does. Run those instead of just plain quad gantry level if you continue to have problems. Okay, cool. I'm going to cut and copy and paste that. I can copy and paste from here. Look at that. Copy. I'm going to open up a notepad. And I'm going to copy that in for reference so I don't have to find it again. There it is. Okay, perfect. I copied that into Notepad Thunder keys in case I do have to do that. So we're going around a couple times here again, and I'll pop that in if this doesn't give us the proper leveling here. Come on, I need to get a print. I don't want people to be disappointed this stream. I titled the stream Print or Die, and I don't want to die. And you're going around again. That's just too much. There we go. We're 006. It worked. We are in 006. Yay! What the heck? Oh. You know what's happening? Crap. Okay. Okay, I have to, I never thought of that. This little guy here, when I'm doing my bed mesh, it's hitting the pin. So I have to narrow my bed mesh so it's not going to hit that pin. Yep. Okay. Okay, let me change my bed mesh. Anyways, while we're taking this little bit of a break, if you haven't entered the Polymaker giveaway already, go ahead on the top of the chat. There's a link for Polymaker to enter to win some Polymaker, and also it's down in the description of the video. So we're going to get this thing printing. I don't care. Just one little thing after another. And we can fix the quad gantry level thing at the same time. Absolutely. So let me go ahead and get this started up. Okay, let's go back to the display here. Yeah, I know you gave me that. You gave me that error already, and I'm just going to do a firmware restart, and we'll be fine. Okay, machine, config, and we want to go find my quad gantry level parameters. I believe it is down quad gantry corners, 300 millimeter build, points 50-50. Where do I want to change that? Let's see. XY 50-25. This is what really confuses the crap out of me. No, where do I want to change it? I don't think it's in the macro. Quad gantry level. Yes, I'm listening, Thunder Keys. I'm just wondering, gantry corners is what I want to change, I believe. Or is it probe points? Gantry corners, 300 millimeter build. Quad gantry level. I'm just not sure which number. Change the quad gantry level command to 2 commands I sent you. Okay. The quad gantry level to the 2 commands I sent you. Okay, I get it. Okay. Under here, quad gantry level. Let's comment that out in case I'm misunderstanding. We'll just come under here. Paste them in. Oops, missed the quad, the Q here. Quad gantry level. Okay, so I can get rid of this. Horizontal, move Z -10. Retry tolerance 1. Is this kind of what I'm looking at? Or did I need to keep that first one in? Well, let me check chat. Under print start. Oh, under print start. Oh, okay. Okay. Now, I want that under the gantry part. Oops. Oh, hang on. Fuck, I'm screwing things. Sorry, I don't mean to swear on my stream. I'm just screwing things up here big time. I'm just kind of a little flustered, that's all. I think I have to bring that back. I'm not 100% sure. Change nothing under quad gantry level. Okay. Okay, so we'll go back up and fix that. Okay. There we go. And then we got this one. So this should fix the issue. Now comment out the first quad gantry level. Okay, so this guy here. So we should be good. Should be good. Okay. So this should keep it from hitting. Now what about the fact that now we need the quad gantry levels done. Now we need to fix the now I need to fix the bed mesh. Where the heck am I going to put the bed mesh issue in here? Bed mesh. Where is my bed mesh settings? Bed mesh. Okay. Yeah, that's the only ones I have. I have nothing specific set for my bed mesh. Bed mesh. See, I don't have any bed mesh settings in here. That's odd. Other than bed mesh clear, I don't have a specific bed mesh section. Sidebar sections. Yeah, okay, let's see if I have a bed mesh section in here. Bed mesh right there. Okay, here we go. Ah, right here. Okay, mesh minimum, mesh maximum, probe count. So we want to change this. Now, so I want to change, so there's my X, my Y, minimum 25, X minimum 25, X 25, Y maximum 280, X 275, Y. So I don't want it to come over to that pin, so I need to have, so I need to change my X on the maximum, my X. I've got to bring that into maybe change 25 to like 50, 25, okay. Oh, because that's going to come in 50 on the X. And then 280 is to the right, so that should be fine. 280 is going to be to the right side of the pin, so that's going to be fine. So, okay, minimum is the left side of my build plate. 25 is the top of my build plate. Max is the right side of my build plate, and 275 is the bottom of my build plate. So I should be okay. Front left of the bed is 0, 0. Okay. Front left of the bed is 0, 0. Okay, I get it. Okay. Okay, let's save these configurations and let's try this again. Dang. And we're going to do a draw soon too. As soon as this starts printing, we're going to do a draw. Okay, we are ready. Let's try this again. This is probably just as frustrating for you guys as it is for me, but I'm being patient. I'm not letting this bother me anymore. No siree. We've jumped through so many hoops. If you're watching this and you're being patient, thank you very much. If you're watching this and you've unsubscribed, I'm just kidding. Okay, we're going to heat the bed to 55, and we should automatically start heating the delay. It does. There is a delay, and I got to try and fix that, and I apologize for that delay. Okay, but I learn as I go. I mean, this is all new to me. So, and we're at 53. You can see we're at 53 here. And as soon as we get to 55, it should not delay to start heating up the hot end. You'd have been cussing on stream by now. There we go. Hot end starting to heat up. Okay. Let's switch back over to my studio cam right there. Let's get the case light started. It'll pop on. I should have done the case light first, but that's okay. I can't think of anything else that can go wrong here. I can't think of anything else. I don't know, unless it happened off stream, I don't know of any other makers who went through this that built this thing, so. But they all know, they all have a plethora of knowledge on these things, right? So, what the heck? This is going to work. Quad gantry going. This should be much quicker because we put that fix macro in there. Okay. Oh good, we're doing the quad mesh, the bed mesh now. Oh look at that, and it just worked. I think it's doing a mesh now. What the heck is it doing now? Oh, I see. It's a different kind of leveling. 009, we got to get to 007. This should do it. There we go. Oh, I like that macro you gave me there, Thunder Keys. That's cool. Okay, come on, don't hit it. Good, it didn't hit. I think that move helped. Here. It didn't hit it. Let's see. Got to make sure the chain doesn't hit it. Just touches the chain. Just touches the chain. I may move that over a bit more. That's okay. Now we're heating to 220. Okay, let's get that light on. Settings. Let me get this light on. Limits. No, where's my light? Pins. There we are. Let's turn the light on. Oh, you don't want to come on yet? Because you're heating? Okay, case light won't come on yet. But that's okay. So we should see this load as soon as we're heating. We're heating to 220 and we should get a loading going on here. My Z-belts are off tension a bit, could very well be. Okay, come on. Start loading. Why aren't you loading? Okay, load filament did not trigger a sensor. Check filament path. Once issues resolved, manually load the filament with lane move. If you have to retract the filament, use lane move. Once issues resolved, please manually load lane with T0 macro and click resume to continue printing. What the heck is going on? Why did that lane not load? The filament is loaded. What is going on? There was nothing else jammed in there. Let's unload. So let's see. It says please manually load the lane with T0. Check filament path. Lane move. If you have to retract filament back, use lane move macro for lane 1. Okay, lane move macro. Lane move. And we're going to go minus to move the filament back. So the filament's out. Okay, so now we're going to pull the filament back. And we're going to load the filament in. Okay. Okay, we got a green light. Okay. Okay, done. Once the issue is resolved, manually load the lane with the T0 macro. Okay, let's go T0. Okay. It's getting up to temperature to load the lane. So basically I use the T0 macro, which is right here. And now it's getting up to temperature of 235 to load. And it doesn't want to load. What is going on? There's something going on with my lane 1. This is, man. Load filament did not trigger hub sensor. It's not making it to the hub. It's not pulling the filament. AFC, run AFC status. Okay, AFC status. Let's do that. AFC. Here, let me. Lane prep load, prep load, prep load. Lane 1. Let's check these things down here. So the hub is empty, and lane 1 load, lane 1 prep is detected. Lane 1 load is detected. So is there something in there stopping this filament from going through? Check my extruder tension. Okay, well, let me have a look. I've got to unload my lanes. Unless I can actually, let's see. Wonder if I can lift this up slightly and tension that extruder a little bit. It's a little bit loose, but not bad. Okay, let's do that a bit and see. Let's try the BT, let's try loading it again. Now it's moving. There we go. There we go. Okay, we have T0. Now we'll continue. Now we'll continue the print. Let's see, how's my Z look? I can't see under the big hot end. No, my Z is way off. Let's just let it go though, for now. My Z is off a little bit. The filament hadn't started flowing really well, and you know what happened? It didn't purge the old filament first. So I've got some blue and green mixed in there. My Z is fine. It's just it hadn't started flowing. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the print tower. We'll figure that out after, but for now, let's just let it print and see what's going on. The second layer should fix everything here. Let's see what happens here. Did you print a middle finger for it? Yeah, that first layer screwed everything up. I'm just going to let this go for a minute here and see what happens. This is definitely not going to be a good serial print. You slice with no purge tower. Oh, but I thought the purge tower was a, I thought it was going to do a purge line first, too. I just want to see if that it switches out filaments and everything fine, and how, you know, if I need to fix anything. Okay, that layer looks fine now. It's got through all the boogers and crap. Okay. So while this is going, guys, I'm going to give you guys another 2 minutes or so to enter the, another 2 minutes or so. It should show up in the slice plate. Okay, I'll look at, we'll figure that out after. But right now I'm going to give you another 2 minutes or so to enter the Polymaker draw. It's pinned at the top of the chat, or it's down in the link is down in the description. 2 or 3 minutes, and then I'm going to go ahead and close the draw, and while the print is printing, I'm going to go ahead and get everything ready on the wheel, and we'll do the draw shortly. So go ahead and enter if you haven't entered already, guys. And I'll just keep the camera on the print so we can see the progress here. And then once it goes to change lanes, I'll switch over to the other view so we can watch the lane change happen, which I think it's going to do right now. Hang on, let's switch over. So we're switching lanes. We're unwinding, and I may have to assist this. No, not bad. No, actually, it's unwinding fine now. So I think when I took it apart and rebuilt it, it actually fixed it pretty good. So now we should be pulling from here now. Here we go. There we go. But I don't know where it's going to purge or how it's going to do it, if it's just going to continue printing. Because it should be purging. No, it's just continuing printing. So I'm not getting any purging lines or my park set. That was it. It did nothing there. So I've obviously got a couple settings I've got to fix. But this shows us that the lane changes are working. Oh, park set was set to center of the bed. So I've obviously got something I've got to change in my G code or in my macro, right? In the G code to tell it to do what it's going to do. This one's not, oh, it's the orange one that's coming. Ah. Okay, I think I have to tighten this extruder as well. Okay, yeah, I got to tighten this extruder. I may as well just give the other ones a snug up while I'm under here. A few things to change. Yes, we do. Okay, should we just change them now while this is stopped? Should I just cancel this print and we'll change them now? 2 extrusion moves. Okay, let's do that. Let's cancel this. Let's stop this print. And let's do the draw. Hang on, let me switch this over here. Let's do the draw. We'll cancel the print, do the draw, then we'll make some changes. There's no sense. Yeah, see, there's no sense continuing with this because obviously I have to adjust my Z offset too, because that's a terrible, disgusting looking first layer. Like, I mean, it's awful. The other sides was coming out pretty good. But it's kind of damaged goods because of the first layer being so disgustingly awful. So, but at least we got it to print. I'm really close, I know. Okay, let me just get the draw ready here. Let's just get the draw ready here. Just got to get on this, open this. We'll open this up, get the wheel ready. There we go. And I'm going to go close the draw and grab the names, guys. 75 people, wow. Wow, amazing, thank you so much. Let me get the names, so we're going to go ahead and officially close the draw. And we're going to grab the names. And I'm going to export the spreadsheet. And there we go. And we're going to populate the wheel here in a second. We'll give away some filament, and then we will figure out these last few changes we've got to make here. And I'm sure that between Jimmy and Thunder Keys, we can make these last adjustments and make things work. Okay, I think that downloaded. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and find that file I just downloaded. And there it is. Okay, I'm going to copy everybody's name. It looks like we have 50 people in the draw. Copy. Okay, get rid of that, get rid of that. Hang on, was that the right spreadsheet? It opened 2 spreadsheets on me. I'm just going to make sure I got the right one. I'm going to copy them again, make sure I got the right spreadsheet. I don't want to open last week's because that would kind of be weird. Okay, there we are. Now, if I bring this window back up, that's the one. The Boxturtle is like a turtle on its back. It is right now, yes. Okay, we're going to bring that in, and we're going to get the wheel here, and there is the wheel. I'll just switch over to this screen. There is the wheel. I will move my mug over above the ads so we don't have to watch the ads. I can close them, but hey, what the heck. And I'm going to go ahead and populate with the default names out. We're going to delete those, and we're going to populate with everybody that's entered the draw. So good luck to everybody. I need what I need from you guys is a number between, no, not 80, Ladybug. Oh, 80 watching. Look at that. I need a number between 1 and 15, and I'm going to take the 7th person to put a number between 1 and 15 for the spins. Dum, da, da, dum, da, da, dum. And I can see a whole bunch of numbers coming because there's a 10-second delay. They're going to be coming right about now. I don't know. 7th one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it looks like Jimmy John has the one with 8 spins. We're going to mix it up 8 times, and we're going to draw. Good number, Jimmy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And good luck to everybody. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. And the winner of some Polymaker is, dun, da, da, da. Come on, let's go. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? It is going to be, it looks like Ladybug. Ladybug 198331. Congratulations, Ladybug. Say something. Congratulations. Awesome. Are you there, Ladybug? Ladybug, just say hello, say hat, say awesome, say yee-hoo, say something. There you go. Ladybug is there in chat. Congratulations, Ladybug. You won some Polymaker Filament. I have your email from your entry. I will be emailing you tomorrow morning first thing. You're going to get a link and a code so you can go on to Polymaker and redeem your gift card code on Polymaker, and you can buy whatever you need, whatever you want. I believe they're going to give you $35 US gift card. So awesome. You can get a roll of filament, 2 rolls of filament, put it towards something else, any purchase you want. Thank you very much for Polymaker, these guys right here above my head, for making this possible. I appreciate Polymaker's partnership, and I appreciate everything they do for the community. They are awesome. So, with that out of the way, congratulations again, Ladybug. We are going to go do some tweaking of something. Mr. Thunderkeys and Jimmy are going to walk me or help me through what I need to tweak to get this thing to not print on itself and to not have a crappy first layer. The first layer I can do. That's just going to be a little adjustment I need to do, but I need to figure out how to get it to do what it's got to do for the purging properly, and for the you know, for when it changes colors, it doesn't just start printing right away in the middle of the print again, and it's going to purge properly. So what do I need to do? So my guess is there's something in here that's going to tell me that, or did I miss something? That's what I'm thinking, is I missed something. B, enable a prime tower. We just need to enable park locations and enable a prime tower. Oh, cool. Oh, 3D Experiments, if you're leaving, take care. Have a great dinner. Mine's going to be ready when I'm done this stream, hopefully. Yay! Hear that, baby, if you're watching? Okay, so we can go here. Now I'm going to assume that's going to be in either the G-code So we're going to go the AFC config file. Okay, you did not miss anything for the prime tower. Okay, AFC config. And that's going to be this one right here. Okay. And I know there's a little bit of a delay and lag here, so we're just going to be patient with this. And if I could, I'd bring you on. It would be easier, but that's okay. We have park settings. Okay. Look for park. Okay, we have park right here. Right there. Park settings right there. Right there. Enable park command AFC park. Move your face. Oh! There we go. Park is enabled, yes. True. Thanks, Jerry. Yeah, I got it, guys. I know. I could get my face. Actually, you know what? Probably just to make it real easy. There, that's better right there for now. We'll just get my face right out of the way for now. AFC macro vars config. Okay. And that's this one right here. Okay. And I'm looking obviously for something to do with park. Park. Bottom of the file. Yep. Okay, we're at the bottom. We have G-code macro AFC park vars. Parking. Oh, see, it's parking right in the middle of the bed. That's the issue, I take it. So we obviously want to change these numbers here, I assume. Oh, okay. There we are. 150, 150. 50, 25. Okay, fair enough. Okay, we'll save that. So that takes care of our park. Now, unless there's something else to move in park, this delay is just terrible. I don't even know how long this delay really is. There we are. At top of printer config. Okay. Top of the printer config, include AFC config. Am I missing an include? Is that it? Add. Exclude object. Okay. Exclude object. Save and restart, hop over to Orca Slicer. Sounds good. Okay. And then I assume we're going to do something in the G code startup. Just so you know, I truly appreciate this help, Thunder Keys. Multi-material tab. Multi-material. There we go. Let's just make this a little bigger so it shows up on screen better. Wipe, prime and purge and prime tower. So we have a wipe tower enabled. Under global settings, multi-material tab under global settings. Yeah, in the print settings, not here in the print settings. Oh, okay. In the print global. Okay, under multi-material. Ah, okay, here we go. My bad. Flush options. Prime tower. Ah, right there. Okay. So we needed prime tower enabled. Okay, that's what I did wrong. Yeah, okay. And do I need to change any of these settings in prime tower? I think we have 60 millimeter width prime tower, 3 millimeter brim width on it. Now let's reslice. Okay, sounds good. Okay. There we go. There's the prime tower right there. It's really close to the edge of the bed, actually going over the bed. So I need to move that position of the prime tower. Or actually, I believe I can just, can I not just, no, I can't just drag my prime tower to where I want it, can I? Yes, absolutely, Jerry. Yeah, let's just move the prime tower right to there. Okay. Then we slice. Then we can try printing now. Now, actually, before I do that, I'm going to quickly, so I'm going to slice that. I'm going to print. I'll send it to, I'll just upload it. But I need to quickly go in and I think I need to, oops, where am I going? In here. I think I need to go in here and I need to adjust my Z offset, and I believe Z offset calibrate, I believe, is the code. Yeah, I'm doing the Z offset now. Got to go back to prepare after the first slice. Prepare, then move it. The issue was the nozzle wasn't primed. Yeah, I think you're right. We'll try it again. Now, hang on. Jimmy says got to go back to prepare after the first slice. Got to go back to prepare after the first slice. Oh, I see. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. I know what you meant. Okay, yeah, there's a bit of a lag here, that's all. We could enable beacon contact. We can do that if you want. I know it's almost a little frustrating because of the lag, but this is working out. I did it already. Okay, now enabling beacon contact, is that complicated or is that just something that we can do now? But mind you, does the beacon not have to be mounted a specific way to make, in order for the pressure to be realized? Yeah, maybe next stream. I agree. Let's do it next stream. So for now, I'm not going to worry about the Z offset at this moment in time. I'm just going to make sure everything else worked. I'm going to go back in. I'm going to print this one. Which one did I just upload. I think it's the latest one is right here. Okay, so I think that's the latest one. Let's start that. Let's get this one going. Let me get the case light on first thing though. Oops, come on, there we go. And then we'll get this one going. And let's make sure the prime tower and everything are working. Okay. Must go through customs. I'm going to definitely look more into, apparently it's on the YouTube studio end where I can adjust the delay on this stream. I would love the delay to be 0. It can't be 0. I know there's no such thing, but I'd love it to be 1 or 2 seconds. I think there would be I think there'd be a lot more benefit to a shorter delay, because you're just hearing this 10 seconds after I say it. But we'll go through this again and we'll see what happens. And if the Z offset's off a bit, then I'm not overly worrying about it, because I think everything up there was working fine. I just had to tighten up the extruders a little bit. Just config changes for beacon contact, maybe updating the beacon software depending on what you are on. But next stream, yeah. I will try and figure out that Thunder keys for sure. I'm just not sure if I'm just not sure if my beacon is in a. We'll worry about it after. I'm not worried about where it's mounted. I know nothing about it because I think. But if it's a nozzle pressure thing and it's touching, I would think it would have to somehow interact with the actual beacon board. But that's what do I know? So okay, we're heating the nozzle to 150 to do the gantry leveling and everything. I should pull this chain back a little bit more eventually, just so the chain is just barely touching the bolt here. So, and I think there's a little bit of wiggle room in that chain that I could pull it back over just a little bit. So, or I could just change that setting from 50 to 55, 5 more millimeters, it would be fine. I will try and figure that out, Thunder Keys. There should be a way to do it in OBS. If not, I think my StreamYard's good until the end of April. So here we go with the funky quad gantry leveling setting that was in there. This is really cool. Here, I'll show you this one here, what it does. It does some really funky moves here. Like, look at that. Oh, okay, interesting. I'll have to maybe reach out to him and ask him. We're almost there. We're 016. 009. This one's going to do it. That's 004. That is such a cool, much better way of doing the quad gantry level. Thank you for that. Here goes our bed mesh leveling. There we go. Hot end heating up. This should be good. Good. Let's do it. Let's do it this time. What do you say? Although, in all honesty, I did say print or die, and we did print. It wasn't pretty, but we did print. How many people have stuck around thus far? Let's see. Looks like we have 62 people still watching. Awesome. Okay, here comes the filament. No need to show you up top. I guess I could, but hey, it's just filament rolling down. And there it goes into the hot end. And here we go. Okay, here's our prime tower. Ah! Here is our purge line. Here goes our prime tower. Now the Z is pretty good actually. There goes our prime tower. I guess I could have made the prime tower a little smaller, but I know how to go in and do that. But based on what I'm seeing on the prime tower, my Z seems to be pretty good. I would definitely probably make it a little smaller prime tower and move it over a little bit further to this side of the bed. And I think half the size of that prime tower is going to be fine because this is a big prime tower. Thank you, Tuxedo. I appreciate that. Just need to be patient as it prints a massively big prime tower now. Oh, man. Tonight's stream was all about patience. So there we go. I even did my residence compensation, or you know, whatever you want to call it. I call it residence compensation. Some people call it something else, but I did that and I set that up. That was all good. But it can be tuned. The Cerealia print is a tuning print. Ah, okay. The serial print's a tuning print. Yeah, my Z, yeah. Actually, you know what? I need to adjust my flow here as well. Since I rebuilt the hot end and everything, my flow is terrible. Yeah. But that's okay. This gives me the basics. There's nothing stopping me from doing some fine tuning after this. But we'll just make sure everything's working the way it should here. The Z is good, but yeah, my flow calibration definitely needs adjusting. I can bump that up a little bit actually as we go here. Let me see. Acceleration, where's my flow adjustment? Pressure advance. I could adjust my pressure advance a little bit. But I definitely need to do a bit more tuning on this. So, yeah. There we go. It doesn't have to be pretty for the cereal. No, it just has to be printed. My murky colors because of the flush volumes, but the turtle is alive. It is. There we go. Come on. There we go. We're looking good. Okay, that's a big enough brim. Let's just print. Let's get this blue filament out of the way here. There we go. You know, the tower is going to be bigger than the turtle. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I need to lower my Z a little bit. I can do that right now real quick. Although by the time I figure it out, I just lowered my Z a bit. Yeah, I gotta, it's my flow calibration's way off. Here, I'll give you a look at that embarrassing print. But tuning is the easy part. Going to change back to your good G-code setting after a tool change. Ah. Loose silicone sock. Why is that not focused? There we go. Oh, it's a 0.6. I have a 0.4 nozzle. Oh, that light's awful bright. Let me turn the case light down a bit. It's blowing the colors out. Well, when I turn my case lights down, they flicker. Blue silicone Revo is usually 0.6. Is that a blue one I have on there? Oh, I wonder. That would explain some of my problem, but let's see. I thought it was a 0.4 because I took it off my Trident. But I might very well, that is a blue. I might very well have had a 0.6 on my Trident. I didn't, you know, I was so flustered back then I didn't think to check it. But here we go. It could very well be. I'll have to check that Thunder Keys and see. Because the one I put back, on, oh no, it's red. I wonder, the red is 0.4. I wonder if I just put a sock on that was blue. I'll have to figure that out. But there we go. Oh, I see. Okay. It doesn't do the entire tower after. It's just doing like that was just the base of the tower. Okay. So that would explain my flow. We'll figure that out. Red is 0.4. Yeah, I'll have to check. Wow, did I screw up, put a 0.6 nozzle on and tell it was a 0.4? I might have. I'm human after all. I hope I didn't. But we're printing. Now we just got to get a filament change going here. We're going a little overtime, but it's worth it to get this print going. You should never mix sock colors. I know. Well, I know. Come on. Have a little mercy on me. I sometimes... I've gone to work before and I've actually had 2 different color socks on. So... What are you, spelling something out there? Oh. Oh, it looks like we're going to change filament. Filament change. Okay, let's go to the other camera for the filament change. Here we go. This should rewind nicely now. I took it apart and rebuilt it from scratch. There we go. That is the way it's supposed to work. Done that when you ran out of red socks. Yeah, it could happen. Oh, a little bit of messy here. I'm going to have to fix that again. I may reprint the parts and rebuild that one. But there we go. It's loading. It's loading. It's in the hot end now. We'll switch back to this. And it should go back over to the purge tower. Come on, focus. And it should purge that for me. Why are you not focusing there? You're an autofocus lens. There you go. The next one does the first layer of the T, so it's going to be super short. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a 0.6 nozzle in there. Oh my gosh, that's embarrassing. I definitely think that's a 0.6 nozzle trying to do a 0.4 print, but that's okay. Okay. And here we go. There's another color change. Yeah. I'm not going to be happy with a serial print, guys. I'm going to print another one. Maybe next stream I'll print another one, but I'll put a proper nozzle in there. Okay, we're rewinding the blue. And we're going to pull the orange next, I believe. Yeah. Right here. And fire it up. Here we go. I do like the Revo, Jerry, I do. Okay. It is a great feeling when it's working for the first time properly, yes. Here we go. We're going to purge the orange on the prime tower. Actually, when you think about it, it's not a very big tower after all. It was only those first few layers or the first layer that was the long one. Come on out, orange. There we go. And here we go. Yeah, but don't mix up your nozzles because that's going to... the first print. The Shrimp Father, aka Martin, first print, but I embarrassingly have a 0.6 nozzle on there, and I thought it was a 0.4, and I've sliced the model as a 0.4, and you know, latest serial is BT259. You might get 260. So is you guys witnessing this good enough for my serial, or do I actually have to go on and apply somewhere? What's that little fart there? Little fart. Oh, we're changing filament again. I keep meaning to go to this camera to see the filament change. And rewinding the orange. And are we going to pull the blue now? This one? What's coming next? Ah, the dark blue. There we go. It's working! It is working. That's the main thing, it's printing. The law doesn't say it has to be pretty. You can grant it live. Awesome, awesome. But I do want to, because I will keep this first print, but I want to keep a proper first print. So we're going to do it again with a 0.4 nozzle. So, and let's see, here goes our dark blue. Oh, that was just a little bit of a T2. Here we go, another change. Rewinding. There we go. It's a serial print. It's like a turtle serial print. It's the print basically to print to get the serial number for the Boxturtle. Now I'm going to take it all apart and make it a 6-slot turtle. Are you crazy? And here we go. So you can see the dark blue, oh, a little snot. You can see the dark blue T that it printed there. This is exciting, and I can't thank you guys enough for all your patience and helping me see this through. And I've learned a ton with this build, a ton. So. Eight-lane turtle, 3 hours to print. And your A1 until you build your turtle. No, I don't know if it works that way, questionable choices. Not when you need video proof. I have live video proof here. Other than the fact I screwed up the nozzle, it's going well. It's going very well. Here we go. This is just going to be a short little one too, I think. Here we go. Another filament change coming up. Well, thanks, David. I appreciate that. I tend to struggle more than other builders do because, again, a lot of this stuff is quite new to me, and, you know, I don't work on it every day. Oh, that's not spinning back. There we go. we go, and I'm going to guess orange again now. There we go. You know, guys, I've never applied for a serial number for any of my Vorons yet. So I have not got a serial number, an official serial number for my Voron kits yet. So I know I should, and I just haven't. And I've got 4 of them. Oops. Oh, we're doing this again. Keep forgetting to switch. Yes, Jerry, exactly. Thank you to everybody for helping and joining and watching. I super appreciate it. I supremely appreciate all your kindness. This will be a short print again too. It's orange. What's left in the print? It looks like we have another, well, according to this, it's got another 20 minutes to go. 8:27. No, it says ETA is another hour for finishing. I don't think it's going to be that long. You know, considering I screwed up the nozzle sizes, it's not doing too bad, considering. You've got forever to go. You can do that with the Discord bot. Yes. Use this video as proof for your Voron. I can. Yeah, I could do that too for this one. And then I get the Trident going and I can do that as well. Okay, we're going back to the green now. The prime tower looks disgusting. That's where it's really showing the nozzle size being wrong. But the actual print's not bad. I mean, boy, the colors, that looks yellow, it's orange, it's the lighting. So the print is actually coming out okay. Well, considering, all things considered. Check PM. I could, but I don't know how much longer we're going to be on. But that is a good idea. But we can just discuss things. I'm actually going to put another call out for people that want them anyways. Whoops, got to switch. Oh, come on. I like having it on here when it switches the filaments over. Okay. Now we still, I think I got the spool in there crooked or something on this particular one, because it's doing good the first. I think I've got a warp in that spool. Let me look. Possibly. Good night, Ladybug, and congratulations again on the congratulations on the filament win from Polymaker. Just be watching tomorrow for my email. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Whoops. Another swap. Let me see something here while this is going. Okay. Maybe the next time I do the, when I get the proper size nozzle on and I do this, maybe what I'll do next time is I will use ABS and use the proper size, the proper colors, the actual colors that show in the design. No, I don't see bleeding between colors here either yet, so. And no, it's, again with the lighting here, let me turn the case lights way down and I think the colors will show up a little better. If I turn that right down. Now the colors might be a little better because the light's distorting the colors, but there is no bleeding of colors there happening at all. So, that I can see. I know they're up to me, but I like the color that the original model came in. So if I turn that light right out, I think the colors will show up a little better. I think the lights, I think the printer lights, the chamber lights are blowing the colors right out of whack. So there we go. Oh, come on. Yeah, sure. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. It's just changing filament again. But yeah, the colors are better if I turn those lights right down. Yeah, I don't have a camera in this printer actually, but I should put one in it. But you can see the purge tower is looking pretty ugly. Whoops. Because of the nozzle issue. But the print itself, considering it's not the right size nozzle, is not bad. All things considered. So, we got an error. Load filament not triggered in hub sensor. Oh. I don't have a jam in that. I have an error on my, I have a little error that came up on my lane 3. So let's see. Let's just see what happens if I use lane move and we undo it a bit. Unmove lane, oh, lane 3. It helps if I pick the right lane. Huh. Okay. There we go. See what's happening. And I'm going to put it in. Looks like I had a break in my filament for some reason there. Okay, now we're going to then force it to load lane 3 by using T2. Load. Okay, and it's going to increase the temperature a bit to load that filament. This is actually good to see if you have an issue or a break in your filament or something in a lane, that you can just fix it and then continue on with the print. So let's see what happens here. So I'm just reloading the lane manually now, and it went all the way down. It looks like for some reason I had a little weak break in my filament there. So now it's loaded all the way down. So now that it's loaded, I should be able to hit here to continue the print. And it should continue printing, which it is. Oh, no, it's going to cut. Oh, no, there we go. Okay, so now we're going to purge again. Well, I'm kind of glad that happened, that we had an issue with the lane, because the filament had a a bend in it or something. And this is a good example of how it'll restart without having to cancel the print. Because the bed stayed hot and the hot end stayed hot. Okay, and then we're going to continue. How are the error messages? So far pretty good. And let me switch back over to the display so I can show you the error message that happened. I like the error message because it was clear. It says, once, check filament path. Once issue is resolved, please manually load lane 3 with the T2 macro and click resume to continue printing. And so basically common sense says that you have to unload the lane, check to see if there's a problem, then reload the lane and then manually put it in. If you have to retract filament back, use lane move for macro for lane 3, which is what I did. And it was pretty unload error not cleared. Oh, I'm having that same issue there again now. I wonder if there's an issue with me with lane 3. Or when there's something cut, I had something jammed in the cutter. Lane 3 failed to unload filament. So let's see from toolhead. Filament stuck in toolhead. Retract filament fully with retract button. Then fully retract the hub so it's triggered and moved. Then manually load the lane 2 with T1 macro. Once lane is loaded, click resume to continue printing. Okay, we'll try that again. So we are going to follow this exactly. So it's going to say use the lane move to fully retract behind the hub. Okay. BT lane move. We're doing lane 3 again. There we go. So we got to load it again behind the hub. Okay. So it's not triggered anymore. Then manually load lane 2 with the T1 macro. Manually load lane 2 with the T1 macro. I don't know if I'm behind the hub yet. There we go. So now let's load T2 with the T1 macro. Okay, so it's going to do a cut. It's going to do a fake cut. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to get this over here. It's going to retract this. Okay. Oh, it came right out because it's, okay. That was kind of odd. And we're loading lane 2. Mind you, this one came right out. I guess I didn't have to rewind it all the way. Okay. Let's just see what happens here. Oh, okay. And we're just waiting for it to get up to temperature again here. There we are. Oh, what are we reading? Oh, because I've got an error on lane. I've got an error on lane 3, and I think that's why it's not letting me go. Come on. Come on, lane 3. There we go. Because it pulled all the way out. Once that goes in, it should let us continue. Now we should be able to continue. Unless I have to tell it. Oh yeah, I have to tell it to continue because we had an error that had to be cleared. There we go. I have to, I'm going to recheck a couple things after this. I don't really want to be considered my serial number print because there's too many errors happening. I'm going to fix these errors. Yeah, it overshoots. Exactly. That's exactly what happened. Yeah, the print's starting to look ugly because of the the difference in the nozzle size. What are we at? 7:33. I gotta shut her down here soon, but we'll see how much farther we can go here. I just want to see how this next change goes. Let's see how this next change goes. Yeah, that one went fine. Oh, except we're not turning here. Something, there we go. Yes, exactly, Thunder Keys. That error printout was updated. Yeah, I've got to update the firmware. I've got to do an update for the AFC Clipper update anyway. So, and then looks like we got another error of some sort. Load filament did not trigger a sensor check filament path. Load lane 4 with T3. So lane 4 was not loading. So, oh, because it's right out. What's going on? Oh, is there another broken piece of filament in here? I think I got another broken piece of filament in this lane. I think that's the issue. So let me double check something here. Let me check and just see. I'm going to be very careful with this. Yeah, I do. Broken piece of filament. So my filament's the issue here. I need to dry my filament out, obviously. So now I should be able to load this. But yeah, this again, all these errors. There we go. There we go. And I should be able to continue the print without losing the print. Let's try this. Now let's hit the play. Oh, then manually load the filament. There we go. And then hit continue on the printing. You can't fix breaking filament, no. There you go. That's my problem, the breaking filament. And then if I hit continue now, there we go. We're gonna come over here to get the temperature. It's just one of the things it does, and it goes back. It's going to continue the prime tower. There we go. Yeah, that broken filament's my issue. I tend to leave my filaments out too long. But you do have a lot of checks to make sure you detect those failures. Absolutely, yes. So far I'm impressed with the few issues that we've been going on, and we've been able to continue with the print with no issues at all as far as keeping the print going. But yeah, I don't want this to be my serial print. We're going to make a better one, and we're going to make it go smoother. I'll put fresh ABS or ASA filament in, and we'll do another serial print next time. But yeah, so we're going to do another change. Let's see if this change goes over good. Okay. And we're pulling the filament out. We have cleared the hot end sensor, yes. So now it should rewind. No problem. And we're going to go into lane number 1, which, oh yeah, it's pulling. It's coming. Okay, sounds good, Thunder Keys. If I have a chance this week, I will. Definitely. But I think a few issues I had was I had to tighten down my extruder tension knobs a little bit, okay, because that was preventing some of the feeding. Obviously, we had filament breaks, which is nothing to do with the Boxturtle at all. Filament breaks are my issue. We had two or three of them, I think. And then the only other thing is that a couple of these are not quite, I have to sort of assist them a little bit to get the respooling going. So that could just be a setting as well. But otherwise, it seems to be doing pretty good. And again, the nozzle issue, which again is not a Boxturtle thing, that's a me thing. So. Yeah, and this one's, we're going to do another filament change here. See what happens. This should be going to lane number 2 now. The cutting is working perfectly. The unloading in this one should be going good. Yep, it's unloaded, it's cleared. Okay, interesting. I'll do that update for sure. Yeah, this is definitely, I definitely need to fix this issue right here. You can see that that's not turning properly, and I rebuilt this whole thing. So we'll have to look into that issue with that one. Because that's the only one that's giving me that kind of trouble where it's not rewinding easily, is that. And I don't know if it could be the spool slipping or what's going on that. But that switch over went, other than the rewinding, went well. See, the hardest part for me is pretty much in the books right now, which was the configuration of the firmware and the macros and so forth. If I have to go in and rebuild or take this right apart, if I have to reprint any parts for it, that's not hard in my books. I think that'd be super easy to do. The hardest part for me was the configuration, and without you guys here to help, I'd be so lost. But that's how you learn, right? So, okay, here goes another filament change. But I think I'm not going to stay on stream for this entirety of this because I need to go get some dinner. And I have to work tomorrow. So this one's unloading fine. So everything is working good, other than this one lane rewind, which I can work on. Make sure the spoolers aren't rubbing against the tray sides. Yes, I got to make sure that too. I got to look at a few things. So this filament change so far is working great. Yep. Here we go. Yeah. That's funny. Let me have a look at the slicer here. The dark blue T, I think is almost finished printing, but the whole thing looks terrible because of the nozzle issue. And I'm not going to harp on that anymore because we all know that it's not, going to look the best. But yeah, I'll actually steal the nozzle out of my Trident one. I'll steal this nozzle out of this, and we'll put this what we know is a 0.4 nozzle in there. There we go. Call me a nozzle thief. I'm pretty sure this is a 0.4. Let me look under the sock and make sure. Yeah, this is definitely a 0.4 nozzle. Whoop, put the sock on backwards. Okay, there we go. So we're going to put that in there next for the next run. Okay, next change. We're rewinding fine. Does it go far above the tool head before it moves back? Oh, far. It goes about probably 5 millimeters above the tool head before it starts to rewind. Yeah. Yeah, it's coming up about 5 millimeters above the top of the tool head here before the actual, before it gears up and rewinds fast. Yeah, the Revos are nice, Jerry, because as I say, you can just swap them out real simple. You can swap them cold, swap them hot. I wouldn't swap it hot, but you can swap them cold real simple. So, but I need to get some more 0.4 Revos. I don't know why I don't have another 0.4, unless I do, and I just don't know it. So, okay, let's see what this one's going to do. This is going to retract this dark blue, and we're going to go back to the green is my guess. Ah, no, we're having an issue there. Okay. Lane 3 failed to unload filament from the tool head. So I'm having issues with this blue filament for some reason. And there's gonna be a little bend or something in it again. But what I'm gonna do, I'm getting a bit late. So again, lane 3 failed to unload from the tool head. So I've got to figure out why that's doing that. And so I can go ahead and manually unload this, manually load in the next lane to come up, and it can continue to do my print. But unfortunately, yeah, we changed that because of the problems from the last stream. You should probably have that value. Yeah. PLA is also harder to cut. There we go. So I'm going to leave it at this for now. We've seen, and again, this is not my serial number stream at all. I don't want it to be. They make them, but they are not worth the money. Okay. Knockoff Revo that's just as good. Yeah, I would not do a knockoff for something like that. I can hear a gay lisp in his voice. What? Who? What? I don't know what you're talking about, but anyways, yes, thank you, Thunder Kids. I've made great progress. I'm going to fix up a few things. I'm going to have a look at a couple things, maybe take this apart again, maybe reprint some parts, just to see what's causing this. As I say, the harder part is done now, where we have the software going, we have things working and printing, we have lane changes going. We got about halfway through this, but next week we'll load some ABS so we don't have any filament breaks. It'll cut cleaner, according to Thunder Keys. Yeah, because PLA is a little more rigid as far as cutting, and who knows if it's maybe giving me a little bit of a whatchamacallit edge there that's preventing it from coming up, because everything else is working fine. Yeah, okay, thanks for getting rid of that there, Jerry, or Tuxedo, or whoever got rid of it, thank you. That's why I love my mods here. So, but yeah, let's call it that for now. We've made excellent progress. We actually got it printing, which was my goal. We printed, we made it look, we got it working. For those of you that are watching this and think, man, that's a lot of work, I don't know if I want to buy one of these, don't go by me. I am one of the least experienced people when it comes to doing this kind of a build, especially when it comes to the firmware and the software. The instructions are great, and they're always updating the instructions, and that's why they're watching this video, Thunder Keys and Jimmy, is because they're saying, okay, well, maybe if he didn't understand that, either he's an idiot, or hey, maybe we have to change the instructions to make it a little more clear, which is great. I'm glad that I'm able to make a bunch of mistakes, and possibly from those mistakes they figure out, okay, maybe we can prevent some of these other issues from happening by being a little more clear in the instructions, by adding, making things easier to do, just like Thunder Keys with the start G-code macro that he created, that I was able to just copy right over, and I didn't have to worry about pulling my start G-code macro information from different places and screwing it up that way. So I think it's amazing what they're doing as far as that goes, and I appreciate the fact that they're on my stream. So it's great. So here I'm just going to let's hide that user from the channel, and let's hide this user from the channel. If we get trolls in here, I haven't had a troll in a long time, so we'll just boot them out of the channel so they can't come back. So that's fine. There we go. So yeah, I appreciate everybody and everybody's help. Also for others, there is help threads in the Boxturtle Discord if you need help. Absolutely. And if I have time this week with my full-time job, and then I will come on and maybe discuss a few things. So yeah, they're just trolls, Jason. It's like they come on channels late at night and they just, you know, whatever. So yeah. Oops. Sorry, wrong button here. Okay, so anyways, I'm going to call it a night. I want to thank everybody for being on, Jimmy and Thunder Keys especially. Jerry, thank you for always supporting the channel. Thank you everybody for watching. We made great progress tonight. We're going to have a much better looking print next week. I promise you that. Well, I don't like making promises because you just never know what's going to happen. But hey, Armored Turtle Discord. Perfect. So everybody, I will catch you guys all. I don't even know. Oh, I have to end the broadcast on live streaming. I'm still working on this OBS, directly streaming from OBS type thing, because it's still new to me. So, and I'm going to try and figure out a way to get a guest on the stream next week. And if I can't figure it out, I'll probably use StreamYard while I still have the balance of my annual account with them. So. Let's just hide that user from the channel. That's fine. Okay. There's a lot of spammers coming on right now, so you know what? This is an excellent time to quit the stream while all the spammers are starting to come out. So, wow, there's a lot of them. Anyways, listen, take care, everybody, and we'll see you guys on the stream next week, and hopefully we can kill all these spammers off. So, okay. Talk to Canuck Creator, yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We'll talk to you guys next week. Have a good night. Bye for now. I think if I hit this button, it's going to go